subtraction lesson, dividing a 2-digit dividend by a 1-digit divisor without a remainder. Now let's look at an example and showing the terms in division. So our number sentence, 18 divided by 2 equals 9. Introducing our terms, 18 our dividend, 2 divisor, and 9 being our quotient. Let's review the meanings of those terms. Dividend. This is a number being divided or broken down into smaller parts by the divisor. The divisor. This is a number that divides or breaks up the dividend into the smaller parts. The quotient. This is a name given to the smaller parts. Now when doing long division, sometimes we tend to forget the steps. Now here we have a mnemonic device that's going to be used in our video, in our lesson, to help remember the steps in doing our long division problem. So our mnemonic device, David's mom sells beef roti. Let's use the first letter in each word of that mnemonic device. So we have D, M, S, B, and R in our mnemonic device. David's mom sells beef roti. Now let's get the steps that these letters are identifying for us. So the steps to help solve long division problems are: first step, divide. So D, M, multiply. 3, step 3, S, subtract. Step 4, B, bring down. And step 5, R, repeat. So in our mnemonic device, David's mom sells beef roti. We get the steps: divide, multiply, subtract, bring down, repeat. Now let's do our problem. 82 divided by 2. So a number sentence, and here we have our long division symbol. Our divisor 2 outside, and our dividend 82 inside of that long division symbol. So here we have our first step in which we have to divide. So we are going to divide our first digit in our dividend 8 by our divisor 2. So we're asking ourselves, how many groups of 2 can I get from 8? For our groups, we have 4. So when we divide 8 by 2, or 8 by our divisor 2, we got 4. Now our next step would be to multiply. Now the groups we get at 4, we have to multiply it by our divisor. So 4 multiplied by 2 will give us 8. That 8 goes under our first digit that we had divided in our dividend, in which we had gotten our groups of 4 when we divided by that divisor 2. So our next step would be to subtract 8 from our dividend, first digit of our dividend, 8. 8, take away 8, will give us 0. So now we have to, again, how many groups of 2 can we get from 0? We cannot. So our next step would be to bring down. We're going to bring down our 2. Now we're going to see how many groups of 2 can I get from 2? This is where we repeat, and our first step, divide. So after we bring down, we repeat, and the same thing now, how many groups of 2 can I get from 2? So here I got 2, we got one group of 2 from our 2, so that's 1. Next step, we divide it. Remember, we are repeating, so we divide first, we got 1. Now we're multiplying that 1 by our divisor 2 again. So 1 multiplied by 2 would give us 2. So we've multiplied. What's our next step? Our next step would be to subtract that 2 we got when we multiply that 1 by 2. So when we subtract 2 from 2, we got 0. Now, do we have any other number to bring down? No. So our sum or our problem ends here. So where we have our 0 at the ending, to showing that there's no remainder, 41 will be our answer, which will be our quotient. So 82 divided by 2 is equal to a quotient of 41 without a remainder.